Hello, this is Paul from MDS. This is step 3 of our getting started videos. So you should have already put in your categories and your products, and you should have already put in your postcodes, the areas or villages of which you deliver to. The next step now is customers. You've obviously got a customer list. You might have it in a current system, another dairy system or something like that. We can import these customers for you. Which is obviously important if you've got a heck of a lot of customers. What we need from you to import them, and we don't need what they have or when they have it, we simply need the actual customers. So we need the customer's name if you have it, a lot of milkmen don't, the full address and the postcode. So name if you have it, full address and postcode. So full address can't be the pub, High Street or something like that. It needs to be the proper address. Okay. If you don't have the postcodes, we do have a magic gizmo that we can run it through that will generate 90% of the postcodes for you, and then you've just got to find the rest. So we need these on an Excel spreadsheet, very straightforward spreadsheet. All it needs to be is 3 headings like A, B and C. A is the name, B is the full address, and the full address being, for example, if I was here now, let's say my full address would be 19 Crown Close, Chingford, E4 7RA. It can't be 19 Crown because it could be an avenue, there could be a road, it could be anything. So we need the full address and the postcode if you've got it, and then we can import all your customers for you to save you all the time that you need. So I say the actual the days you deliver, this, that, and the products you deliver, that we don't need that yet. We just need your customers. You can put customers in manually as well. This is not a problem. So let me show you. We'll click create customer account, and you have a couple of options here. You've got customer uses internet, customer does not use internet. Customers who do not use internet are namely cash, door-to-door customers, probably an older generation that don't want to get involved in the internet style, so you can click them as does not use internet. There's your customer details. You put in the first name, last name. So we'll pop one in for a minute and just show you what's best to do. So we'll put one as a non-internet customer. Okay, so there we go. So they're not on the internet. We know straight away that we're going to allocate them to this particular milkman. Okay, and we're going to go to the customer details. So this is the details of the customer. So I'm just going to put in a few bits and pieces here. We'll pop it back to where I said just now, which is oops, made a mistake there, sorry. Okay, so, and that address will be totally different from what's on there, so we'll put the address in as well, which will be Mill Lane 24. Okay, so we'll pop that in. You'll be able to that will show you where you're at. So it's that easy to put a customer in, really. So on this basis, this is a non-internet customer. Here's customer details, delivery instructions. Yeah, so if there's some instructions, please leave under pot. Okay, starting balance. We'll come to this later, because generally what happens is that you will need to have a start point when you're going to start using this system. And if they owe you money, then you're going to have to put in a starting balance. We'll come to this later on when we come to the very end of the steps. A few options and settings which you don't really need. So there it is. There's the customer account. There's the customer details. Okay, there's the delivery instructions. Okay, simply click save, and that customer account has been created. Normally, customer accounts will be created with the portal. So the whole idea of the portal is you haven't got to do this, and customers will do it for you. So if somebody rings you and says, well, I'd like to open up an account with you, you could quite easily say, yeah, no problem, go to our website, click the online button or customer area, and you'll be able to set up an account and create an order within 1 minute. So that's the easiest thing to do. But if you have to put them in manually, that's how you do it. You simply go to customers, and then you create a new customer. And then if they're an internet customer, non-internet customer, if they're an internet customer, then you'll need to put in their email address that they've given you. Also as well, which I forgot to tell you, you can have private customer or business customer. So if you're doing semi-retail and they're a business customer, you can put them in that way. The portal does allow for business customers as well to be able to sign up. So that's good for you as well. That's it really, that's customers. Most likely you'll be sending your customers to us. So the most important thing that we need from you is their full address. Okay, so our system can locate them through our Google API. So full address, the name if you have it, some do, some don't, and their postcode. If you have an email address for them as well, you can add that into the Excel spreadsheet. We'll import them as well into the system for you as a customer that uses internet. If there's no email address, then they'll all be imported as customers that do not use internet. But don't worry about that. When the time comes for you to go live, we can make a little script that will turn them into internet customers for when they first log in to the portal. I hope all that makes sense. That is that step. You probably will think about providing these customers to us earlier rather than later. So where I said step 1 is to introduce your products and categories, which is correct, at that time you might be thinking to yourself, we better get our customer list ready for the guys as well. Hope that makes sense. Move on to the next step and speak to you soon. Okay, thanks very much, and bye.